Married to Medicine. Okay, yeah, I know I'm just not into this episode. And it's getting ready to be another new episode tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday? Yes. But, it is what it is. I wanted to divide the videos up separately just in case next week's episode or this week's episode was jam-packed the way that last week's episode was. Because it was a good episode, child. Married to Medicine. So we're on the aftermath of Dr. Contessa versus Dr. Heavenly. And I was going back and forth. Dr. Contessa told her to square up, ho. You know what she told her. And it was just a lot going on. Heavenly calling security. I was trying to figure out what Dr. Heavenly had on. While it's on my mind, shouts out to T.S. Madison and Dr. Heavenly and Zachary, Dr. Heavenly's son, who's practicing dentistry. Like her. They had a cute little scene together, and it was funny. So shouts out to all of them. Let me see. So yeah, we got Dr. Jackie and Dr. Contessa. They're in the Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly. They're in the little scooter, in the little putt, the little cart, whatever you want to call it. Dr. Jackie's trying to start it, but it won't start. She can't figure it out. And Dr. Jackie looked back at Dr. Heavenly. She got emotional. Dr. Jackie, because, she just got knocked down by Dr. Contessa when she did that football spin. And Dr. Heavenly asked Dr. Jackie, did you fall? And Dr. Jackie was like, yes, I did. And Dr. Heavenly said, well, I didn't push you. Then Dr. Heavenly looked at Dr. Jackie and said, don't start this shit, Jackie. Funny. Just really, anyway. So they started to walk. It was just so much going on. Phaedra and Quad was at the table. They talking about they gonna eat, child, regardless of whatever. Then Dr. Simone comes along with Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie. And they join Quad and Phaedra. Dr. Contessa, Toya, and Sweet Tea had went back into the wagon, cabin, whatever. And did y'all see Sweet Tea walk up them steps, child? She needs a chiropractor or something. I said, what's going on with Sweet Tea's walk? But I don't know. But they made a whole thing about it on Twitter. I hollered and screamed. I said, y'all are going to HE hockey sticks for sure. So they were sitting down talking. Toya explained, talked about Contessa, talked about Heavenly and all her stuff. Her relationship with her mom, God rest her soul, her relationship with her sister. She's not really she don't really have like close relationships with women in particular. And Sweet Tea, she was just like, yeah, Dr. Jackie should say something more because she listens to Dr. Jackie. Yes and no. I don't think it's going to make a difference. And I think they all personally work together with Heavenly, because somebody has to be the Heavenly on a show, and she's just decided to be that individual. And so I don't think that Jackie can talk to Heavenly, A, because she's not going to listen really, and then B, I think that Jackie secretly agrees with the stuff that Heavenly does. So, it's just my opinion, as well as Dr. Damon. We'll get into that. So let me see. So they did that. Quad had a whole thing. Quad should be a pastor. Quad is a lot, but her feelings are very valid. I definitely agree with how they did her was complete wrong and trash last season. But Quad is just dramatic and and all the things. And Phaedra was over there rolling her eyes, and Phaedra's a mess. Phaedra just said, I just don't know what Quad wants at this point. It's just a lot going on, child. A little later on, the ladies had a final scene where they sat around the bonfire and they was trying to bring up the whole thing with Heavenly and Contessa. Both Heavenly and Contessa agreed to just let it go and let things mend naturally. And so, yeah. Heavenly's never really going to be accountable for the stuff that she says because she keeps saying it for shock value or to be funny or just because it's just her role and whatever. And Dr. Contessa has a storyline, and her storyline is Dragon Heavenly. So, I mean, what do you do? So they talked about that child, and they prayed, and Phaedra's kind of is the one that's facilitating and trying to lead the ladies in the right direction of friendship, I guess. But she's definitely the wrong person to do that because she don't know them and they don't know her. And it is, I agree with Toya, it is a surface level relationship with Phaedra. Because, you know, in my opinion, Phaedra just used this show as a stepping stone to get back on Housewives. This Married to Medicine was the closest show to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, and now she's back on Atlanta, so I doubt if she's going to talk to any of them ever again. But I mean, we'll see. So, let me see. Oh, and while they were there, Dr. Jackie was walking around like she was hurt the whole time. It was funny. Let me see. See, Jackie's cool. I still kind of want Jackie off the show in terms of a full-time cast member. I want her to come on during the commercials for the infomercials and just talk about the facts that are concerning women, Black women in particular, because she's an excellent doctor. And she's extremely smart and accomplished and all those things. But it's just, as far as just her with the group, she just don't care. She don't want to be there. She barely want to talk. She's snooty. And I'm tired. I'm tired of Dr. Jackie. So Dr. Simone, she shows up and works. Okay. As annoying and loud as Simone is, she shows up to work. And she works well with the other ladies. And yeah, just participate. That's all. So she also talked about Dr. Jackie that she wants to do a Garden of Eden thing for the women. She's doing the second annual Med Gala where the doctors and nurses and all the medical people come together. When she said the Garden of Eden, Dr. Heavenly said that Contessa's gonna show up in a tree outfit. I said, Contessa is beautiful. I was looking at Contessa when she was talking to Phaedra. She is absolutely gorgeous. But I just don't understand. She can never get her outfits together. She can never get the hair together. It's just, I don't get it at this point. Contessa, pay somebody. You got the money now, girl. I just don't get it. Heavenly, you know, when she dresses up. She looks great. And Heavenly is not a fashionista, so to speak, or a glamour girl, so to speak. So I just don't understand with Dr. Contessa, who's so naturally beautiful. I don't understand why it would be hard. But whatever. I'm not saying Dr. Heavenly's not. I'm just saying. Let me see. What else is going on? So the men went to go. So Dr. G, Cecil, and Dr. Scott, they went, what do you call it? Well, I want to say dune buggy riding. ATV, is it ATVs? I think. Y'all know the things that you get on, ride around in the dirt, little motorcycle, big things with the big wheels. I don't know, but my mind, it does what it wants to do. So they did that, and then of course they brought up Dr. Damon, and he said that Dr. Cecil says that he's owed an apology about Dr. Damon. He's tired of Dr. Heavenly and her antics. Dr. Heavenly called him, said that he's not respected in the medical community, and she also called him the P word, the petty word. Y'all finish it out. And he should be absolutely 100% offended by that. Anybody would be. Dr. Damon would be. But for some reason, when it comes to Dr. Damon, and when it involves Heavenly or when it involves women, something that a woman did to a man, he brushes it off as, oh, that's just a woman, or you should let it go as a man, and blah, you know, all that kind of, that stuff works for some people. And I do understand it to a certain extent, but I don't, because your wife is not the, nobody's just beating up and bullying Heavenly. She's the aggressor. She's the bully. She's the one that's doing all this to people. And when it's a conversation between Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly, she automatically goes for the husbands immediately. Regarding any situation with the women on the show, she immediately started talking about the men. So, Dr. Damon, why is that okay? I just don't understand him. And his quietness is, I'm done with it. And him talking like a robot and acting like a robot. With that scene with Cecil, them, they had another scene where it was Dr. Eugene and Dr. Damon, and they talked. And Dr. Eugene mentioned that he's never had a sit-down one-on-one conversation with Dr. Damon. I said, yeah, because y'all are not really Dr. Damon's friends. If we're being honest, I think that the rest of them genuinely hang out. I think that Dr. Damon makes time for what he wants to make time for. And I don't think that he cares to be real friends with the guys in a Phaedra kind of way. I don't feel like he cares to, and Dr. Heavenly, oftentimes she's on YouTube. And I don't see them hanging out that often either because he's mainly at work. I think that work and whatever else he's doing is Dr. Damon's priority. Not that the kids are good and grown. It's just my opinion. I'm just saying. It's a surface level friendship. It's a friendship for the show. And so they talked, and Dr. Eugene, who's my favorite husband, he's just such a kind man, in my opinion. Just really authentic. Dr. Eugene, he was trying to get Dr. Damon to understand where Dr. G was coming from. And he was just like, well, if you have an issue, just say it, and blah, blah, blah. Well, he did. And you dismissed him and told him he was sensitive. But you wanted him to stand up to Sweet Tea against you, his wife. But you wouldn't do it for him. Crazy work. You see what I'm saying? See, if the rules don't apply to everybody, I can't be bothered with it. I can't with the double standards. I can't deal with situations involving people where these people can do this, and if these people do the same thing as these people, it's a problem. But when you did it, it's accepted and okay, and you're just expressing yourself. I don't like that. So I don't think anybody's better than anybody. Or feelings are more valid than anybody's, child. So Dr. Damon said he likes Dr. G and he don't have a problem talking to him. So we'll see where it goes, child. Nowhere. Let me see. Dr. Contessa, she went to go talk to Dr. Scott, and they talked about the whole thing that happened. And Dr. Contessa brought up everything that Heavenly said, about her mama and all the things, and which was silly. Because why? What's the point? And Dr. Scott, I'm sure he wanted to call Dr. Heavenly every name in the book, but once again, what's the point, child? If this is the accepted behavior, it is what it is, child. I mean, okay. Let me see, what else is going on? Anything else happened? Phaedra had a scene with Dr. Jackie. She's doing the whole Med Gala, and she enlisted Phaedra to help her with the things, and Phaedra is convinced that she's going to raise $100,000 or some outlandish number, because apparently Phaedra got connections and Phaedra know the people and blah, blah, blah. Phaedra, I don't know how you know more medical professionals than they do. That's interesting. But this is Phaedra. It is what it is. You get what you get. We know Phaedra at this point. You just gotta take Phaedra for Phaedra and still cover your tail at the end of the day, and just believe half of what she say. And yeah, it's like you going out on a date, but you're going out on a date with a person that just pretends that they got the money, but really they want you to pay. Or it's always some shady things going on when it comes time for the bill. So you just simply, you just always know that you got your own just in case. Okay. Anything else happened on this episode? Nothing, I don't think happened else. Nothing else, I don't think. This is a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. We'll see what tomorrow brings. With this said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskins on Instagram and Twitter, at Iskins89 on Snapchat, Chess King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, and TikTok. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.